He didn't say have 2 or 3 women on the side. You develop an appetite for that. You develop an appetite for 2 or 3 women on the side. You develop an appetite to continue to fornicate, those who are not married, to continue to fornicate. God is against that. He's not for that. He's against it. So you have to be mindful of what you're putting on the inside. You have to be mindful of what you have an appetite for, because that's going to determine your walk with God. It's going to determine who you are with God. Your appetite of what you operate in, of what you do, determines who you are in God, determines the level you are on with God, determines your walk with God, determines if you are really saved or not. It's the appetite that you have. You drink into oblivious, you became a drunkard. And you want to tell me that God is abiding there? Go back and get delivered. Because you done backslid. Go back and get delivered. If you're sexually active all the time, you don't want to tell me God is abiding? Go back and get delivered. You're in a backsliding condition. Go back and get delivered. If you're lying all the time, you telling me God is still abiding? Go back and get delivered. Go back and get delivered. That appetite that you have can be dangerous to you. So be mindful of the things that you have an appetite for, and seek those things that seek those things that are above. Seek those things that are above, so that you can crucify the flesh and operate in the supernatural, so that you can walk worthy of your calling, so that you can do the right thing, so that you can be a part of the kingdom mandate, so that you can have an appetite of righteousness, an appetite of holiness, an appetite of pureness, an appetite of doing what is right in the eyesight of God, an appetite of being righteous, an appetite of being pure, so that you would have an appetite of the fruits of the Spirit, an appetite of love, an appetite of joy, an appetite of peace, so that you have an appetite to give, an appetite to do right, an appetite to walk uprightly before the Lord, an appetite to walk in righteousness, an appetite to keep continuing on in the divine will of God, an appetite of divineness, an appetite of wholeness, an appetite of good things to come, an appetite of walking in the mandate of the kingdom appetite, an appetite of divineness, a divine order, an appetite of purpose, an appetite of things of God, an appetite of walking in the word of God, having it hid in your heart that you might not sin against him. An appetite, the right appetite. The right appetite will keep you in right standing with God. The right appetite will keep you in the ways of God, in the will of God, in the true mandate of God. You need the right appetite to do the right thing. You cannot do the right thing if you don't have the right appetite. You need to let the word abide in you, and you abide in the word. You need to abide in that word. You need to meditate on that word. You need to be saturated in that word. You need an appetite for prayer. You need an appetite to fast. You need an appetite to love. You need an appetite for the word of God. You need an appetite to be free to serve him in spirit and in truth. You need an appetite to worship and to praise and to pray always. You need the right appetite so you can do the right thing. Your appetite determines your outcome. All right, y'all be blessed today. This is Evangelist / Pastor Tammy Adams.